Hello, I'm Vidushi, and I graduated with the Master of Arts in Character Animation and Animated Filmmaking from Gobelins, Paris in 2024. So I recently graduated, well, recently, but my film came out very recently. It came out in October last year. So please check it out. It's called Catfish, and I really hope you like it. Okay, so because I spent 2 years at Gobelins, I thought that I would talk a little bit about my time and experience there, and I figured that I would start with the Gobelins application process. Starting with the application process, let me talk about why I chose Gobelins and how I ended up choosing it. I have been, before Gobelins, I was working for about 3.5 years at Nickelodeon, India, as an assistant producer on air promotions. So working on creative services, the trailers, etc. I knew about Gobelins, of course, from my own bachelor's. I have a bachelor's in visual communication design, and Gobelins was actually the only school that I wanted to go to. So in January 2021, I was going to apply, but I realized that there was 1 month left to apply for the program, but I did not have the portfolio for it. So instead, I decided that I would apply next year, and I spent the remaining time getting some more work experience, working on my portfolio, and also simultaneously looking for all the scholarships that were available, either that France was giving, the school was giving, and by August, I was also looking at other schools, because although I only wanted Gobelins, I was a little scared that I wouldn't get in. So I started looking at other programs, which was actually extremely helpful, because by the time, so I was applying to other programs from September onwards. And what that helped me do is I started writing a lot of letters of motivation and started putting my portfolio together. And because I had done it multiple times, by the time I finally applied to Gobelins in the next year in 2022, maybe in about Feb or March, I was successful in getting in. So I think that really helped me, because I had gone through this process again and again and again. Firstly, I'd like to be extremely clear that this is the application process when I was applying. I had applied in 2022. The processes, I have gone through the website. They look more or less the same, but always go check on their website, see what they are asking, because everything is written on their website. They have given all the details. Always go through it. I am simply talking about my experience when I was applying, and when for the program, and what I went through, and just purely my experience. Be very careful. If you realize that everything is in French, it's because you have to change it. It's on the upper right hand side. You have to change it to English, and then when you download all the PDFs, they will be in English. So make sure you do that. So just something that I realized I kept getting stuck there. Okay, so what is the application process? There are 3 main steps. The first is the registration. You have to register on ePario, which is this Gobelins portal. The information is given on the Gobelins website, and they'll tell you exactly how to go about it and how to do it properly. The second is once that gets validated, because that will take about 10 days to get validated. The second step is the uploading of your CV, which includes your letter of motivation. And then you have to make your motivational video and of course your demo reel, and you upload all that. And if all goes well and you get selected in this round, you go on to the last and final round, which is the interview, and which is where you get interviewed by people from the school and otherwise. Okay, making of the demo reel. When I was working on the demo reel, I had basically done a lot of research, because like I said, I was applying in 2022, so I had about a year, and I used this time to talk to people, to look at you will find a lot of portfolios, a lot of demo reels, including mine, online, that you can go through to see what people have done, how they have done it, and just to understand what the demo reels are like. Please know that there is no one set formula to this. There is no formula. I've seen all of my classmates' demo reels. They all look very good, and they were all completely different. So there's there's no set formula, but it helps to understand and see what people put into their portfolio when you look at a lot of different portfolios and a lot of different demo reels. That's what I did, and I realized that I did not have enough animations. So I actually, the 2D animations that you see in my portfolio, I made them specifically for Gobelins. I did not have them earlier. I was just like, I need to do animate, I need to start making animations for Gobelins. I am more of a visual development artist, and which is why I started with a lot of concept art. I put characters, I put backgrounds, because that's what I am good at, and I love working with color, and that is something that I highlighted. So some of the things that you need to keep in mind is, one, you don't need to be good at everything. Understand that you should be good at least one thing, and that make sure that you highlight it in your portfolio. You do not need to be good at everything. So if you're good at visual development or 3D or whatever, compositing maybe, put that in there. So show your strengths, like, because that's why I said that I started with concept art, because that's my strength. So in my demo reel I started with that, which is the second point. Show your strengths. Third, it really does help to show a lot of the different that you can do the different steps of the production pipeline. It's only because you will be eventually making a film. So if you can if you can work through different stages, it helps. You don't need to be excellent at them. Like I said, you need to be good at least one thing, but you need to show that you are able to do the different steps, because you will be working with an entire team to make an entire film. The next step, please try and include 3D work if you can. They do want to see it. You will be working with 3D and you will be having 3D modules. So it is important. It is more or less important to include 3D work in your portfolio, in your demo reel. Okay, so let's talk about the motivational video. So I am extremely nervous in front of the camera. I'm not sure if it's very obvious right now, but I am extremely nervous. So I had to make a script, and I shot it about 50 plus times because I was nervous and scared. If you check on the website, they will have told you exactly how to go about it, and they would prefer it to be a little artistic. So you will also find a lot of motivational videos of a lot of people online, so you can check that out and see how other people have done it. I recorded mine a bunch of times, but then I was running out of time, so I was just like, okay, what I have is what I have, so let's just put it together. I didn't want mine to be super serious, but I was just extremely nervous. So it doesn't have to be super serious. It's basically a reflection of you. It is a motivational video. So basically some of the questions that you need to answer, or you could answer in this video, is why did you choose Gobelins? What motivated you to go there? What motivates you to go there? What motivates and inspires you to make art, or to make art every day, or to work every day on improving yourself? What motivates you in general? And another one is, what do you hope to gain by going to Gobelins? What is it that you hope to achieve by the end of it? So these are some of the questions that you could ask yourself and answer in the video. Again, these are just things that I was thinking about when I was writing mine. You can of course do it completely in your own way. Every single motivational video is different. Try and make it special to you, because you are a special individual, and don't worry too much about it. Just have fun making it. That's what they want to see. They want to see you. Okay, so now we go on to the interview. If everything goes well, you will get an email saying that you have qualified for the interview. I tend to get very nervous and I freeze. So what I did was, I had a lot of practice interview sessions with my father, and where we basically he was doing my interview, and so I did prepare for it. Not everyone has to, but I needed to prepare for it, and to be able to sit and just not freeze. At the interview, there were 3 people who were interviewing me, and there are a bunch of different questions that they can ask you. They can ask you anything, but usually it is, again, around the questions that I mentioned that you would answer for your motivational video. And some of the other questions could be, explain the work in your demo reel. What did you put what you put into your demo reel, why you made it, explain the process, or maybe the thoughts that went into it while you were making it. That's one. Another is, once again, what inspires you in general? Why did you make those pieces of artwork that you are showing to them? 3, why Gobelins, and what do you hope to gain from it? Again, a question that you could have possibly answered in motivational video, but they might want to know from you again. 4, where do you see yourself after Gobelins? What do you want to do? Where do you see yourself, maybe as an artist or maybe as a director, whatever? Where do you see yourself once you have finished Gobelins? What would you like to do? What is your aim after you finish Gobelins? So yeah, they could ask you anything at the interview. It could also be just name 5 directors that you like, or name movies that you like. They could ask you anything. My friend, somebody that I know, she was asked, what is your favorite animated film? And her answer was Shrek. And that is the reason why she did not get in. No, I'm just kidding with you. She got into Gobelins. She was my classmate. She's an extremely good friend of mine. But there are no wrong answers that way. You just have to answer very honestly. Please remember that, one of the things that you need to remember when you're applying to Gobelins is that you will be making a film together at the end of the program. And if you do not like working with people, that's a problem. So the Gobelins graduation film will be made in groups of usually 5 and 6. You'll be working together for about a year. You need to want to, and you need to like working with other people, because that's a very important part of the experience of Gobelins, because you have to make a film together. So when I got into Gobelins in 2022, I had a scholarship. It's called the Charpak Masters Scholarship, which is a scholarship which is provided by Campus France. Please always check for scholarships that either the school provides, because it does talk about this. I think it does have a section for scholarships. You can ask the school about it, and also check online for scholarships that are other scholarships that might be offered either by your country or by France, because, well, I needed the scholarship, so that's what I had done. That's one of the things that that are to be kept in mind while you are still doing the application process. So that, in the nutshell, is the application process. If you have any questions, you can ask me, but actually just directly email the school, and you can ask them as many questions as you like and ask them about the process. And be very careful to read what they have written, because everything is explained, but they are very meticulous about it. And because it's step by step and there are a lot of steps, the possibility of making an error is high. So just be careful and just go through the steps and just go through what they've written very carefully. Otherwise, yeah, best of luck. And if you have not seen my film Catfish yet, please go and check it out.
Oh, we were waiting for you.
Where do you think you're going?
Darling,
Read with us.
we love you. How could you leave us?
You'll find it on the Gobelins Paris YouTube channel. We also show our processes and behind the scenes on our Instagram page, which is also called Catfish Gobelins. And that's it. Thanks and best of luck. See you.